Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een. Those people and those tribes and those nations who do not pay zakah willingly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala punishes them. If there is an Islamic government, the Islamic government has the right to punish against those rich people who do not intend to pay zakah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also punishes them. There's a hadith in Tabarani, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says that those who do not pay zakah, Allah stops rain and they go through hardship of drought. Their crops are destroyed, their yield is minimized, and this is the punishment they get in this dunya. And the punishment in the akhirah is much more for those rich who do not want to pay zakah to the Islamic government. Now, there is an etiquette taught by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the people who collect zakah from the citizens. Number one, the etiquette is that they should not take the best of their produce. They should take average things. For example, if they want to get the zakat on fruits, they should not grab the best fruit, because in the orchards you find all qualities, superior and inferior. So that creates a hatred between the citizens and the state. And Islam does not want. Islam wants there must be a harmony between the Islamic government and the citizens of the Islamic state. So the zakat collectors are taught they should not take the best of their produce. Number two, zakat is only on the exposed wealth. Muslims are advised that they should not hide anything. They should not hide anything from the government. They should declare all their assets and they should pay their zakat willingly, happily, without any hesitation, and considering it an ibadah. They should get spiritual satisfaction by paying zakat willingly to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to save themselves from the hellfire, to seek the paradise. So the Iman and faith encourages Muslims to make a precise calculation and to give zakat on their wealth little more than what is calculated. But the government is told that zakat should be taken on the declared wealth. If somebody is hiding his wealth, so it is not appropriate for the government to investigate a person and force them to see if they are hiding something of their wealth. So it is the Iman and faith which makes Muslim to give as much as possible in the head of Zakat to the Islamic government. Now, Zakat is an obligation on every Muslim, every rich Muslim who is sahibun nisab, who has certain amount of wealth. Now, this nisab or the limit after which zakat becomes an obligation, and that limit is called nisab. The nisab of currency, gold and silver, is different. The nisab of agricultural produce is different. The nisab for camels is different. The nisab for buffaloes and cows is different. The nisab on sheep and goat is different. So the zakah, the nisab of other things like treasures is also different. But whatever the nisab may be, if a person is having more than the nisab of wealth, he must pay, and it becomes a fard, an obligation for that rich person. And now the question is, if a man is orphan, or he's not an adult, he is a child, small child, or he is insane, or some people are special, they are not in their senses. So, but they are rich, they are inherited heavy wealth from their parents. They are juvenile, but they are rich. The question is there any zakat on them? Do they have to pay zakat or not? The question is whether only sane people will have to pay zakat, or even insane people have to pay zakat. Now, Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Thawri, rahimahullah, they said they will pay zakah only on agricultural produce, and the other wealth, they do not have to pay zakat. If they are not adult, if they are not sane, if they are special, and if they are juvenile, and if they are orphans. But with this view, there are scholars who disagreed among the Sahaba, among the Tabi'in, and among the jurists of Islam. They disagreed with Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah and Imam Thawri, Sufyan al-Thawri radiyallahu anhu. And those who disagreed with this are Umar bin Khattab and Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu, Abdullah bin Umar radiyallahu anhu, Jabir bin Abdullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and Ata, Mujahid ibn Sirin, who are the notable tabi'in followers of the Sahaba, and Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad, Imam Layth. All of these Sahaba, all of these tabi'in, and all of these Imams, the three Imams, Shafi'i, Malik, and Ahmad, and also Layth bin Sa'd, they are of the opinion that the guardian, the wali of yatim, the wali of the insane person, the juvenile child, will pay zakah on behalf of that child. And this is a preferred opinion over the first opinion. And this is probably the right, and it has to be collected from the guardian of the juvenile child. And similarly, if the man is in debt, it will be seen that his total assets are more or his liabilities are more. The liabilities shall be deducted from his total wealth, and that will give his net wealth. And if the net wealth is more than the nisab, which is the limit on which zakat becomes an obligation, he must pay zakat. But if his wealth is less than the nisab, and if the obligation and if the liabilities are more than the assets, he should not pay any zakah. Inshallah, we shall speak on loans and zakah on loans in our next episode. Till then, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.